Hey. Hey everybody, this is the Demonic Orchard here, bringing you another 2,500 point battle report from Wargamers Con in Austin, Texas. This is game 4. It'll be me and the Old Orchard against High Elves. That's all the excitement I can muster for this one. Stupid High Elves. Oh, I hate that Bob Barker. Anyway, so here are my thoughts. So funny story, when I went to my room and everybody went out to eat that night and whatever, and I was walking my fiance through the room so she could see all the armies painted because she likes to paint sometimes, and I saw one of the guys playing High Elves, and I was like, oh, there's High Elves, and she's like, that's the banner thingy, the thing you hate? I said, yes. If I can just avoid that army tomorrow, it'll be perfect. And she was like, ooh, okay. So we go to the room, we go to sleep, and my phone rings at I don't even know, 1:30 in the morning, and it was one of my club mates, and I was so out of it, and he's like, hey man, dude, do you know who you're playing tomorrow? And I was like, I don't give a shit. Like, whatever, man. What do you want? What do you want? And he was like, you're playing. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if he wants it on the channel, but he's like, you're playing. And I was like, I'm playing you? Because they have the same name. And I'm like, he's like, no, you're playing him. And I'm like, who? What? He goes, you're playing High Elves, man. Do you know how to handle his lists? I'm like, what? I was like, dude, it's 1:30 in the morning. I'm going to bed now. but good looking out, bro. And so I hung up the phone, and I had to go back to sleep. It sucked. I had and if I did go to sleep, I had a nightmare about the Banner of the World Dragon. I dreamt about Warhammer. That's how far this has gone. So that's how bad this is going to be. I had a dream about Warhammer. That's it. I got nothing else. My nerd capacity has hit max level right now. So his list, he was rocking a prince riding on an elven steed. I want you to notice this theme with this steed. A giant blade, a dragon helm, a dawnstone, and the Iron Curse icon. He had an archmage on a steed with the Book of Hoeth, the Crown of Command, the Golden Crown of Etzazar, whatever, piddly high elf name, and the Lore of Life. He had a noble BSB with, there it is, the Banner of the World I effing lose, riding an elven steed. 3 characters on steeds. This can't be good, right? Whatever that douche nozzle is, he's got a phoenix blade, and the dude rides an effing frost phoenix. Sucks. His core was 21 silver helms. Huh? Where do you think those characters, are going? Hint. Helms. What? And 5 Reavers. He had some special, I think they're special, I don't really know, but 5 Shadow Warriors and 2 Great Eagles. And then his rare was a Frost Phoenix. And then he had another Frost Phoenix. So, no, I didn't have a typo. He was rocking 3 Frost Phoenix in his list. Yeah! What? So if I stop talking and you just start seeing slides, it just... I'm so defeated. Right now, I want you to know that I made this, and as I made it, I had to stop in the middle, and I went and cut the grass because I got so angry. I went and cut the grass, took a shower, and then changed my Rock Wars list because I got so mad at this game. So, yeah. Anyway, so deployment and stuff. You can see in the left corner, I apologize for any blurry pictures. For some odd reason, these batch was a little bit more blurry than I'd have liked. But on the far left there, he had his 3 Frost Phoenixes, and the one in the middle had the guy on top. In front of me was the Silver Helm bus with all the characters in it. His 2 Eagles, the Reavers, and then his Shadow Warriors. I want to say they're in the building. They're somewhere. I don't freaking know. Anyway, so about my dream, because I know you guys want to hear about my dream. My dream was that one day all men. Oh, never mind. That was somebody else's dream. But my dream was I had this vision that my Beast of Nurgle could hold up the Banner of the World Dragon. And my goal was to shove them in his face, run around him, and basically avoid him. I want to say this from the jump. I hate playing Warhammer like that. I feel like I'm not playing Warhammer. I feel like I'm playing a game of, oh, let's spend the next 3 hours running around each other. That's not fun. And I came to win, not lose or draw. Like, I came to win. I don't understand people that are like, I drew, haha, look at me, I finished on the top because I drew. What? No! It's lame. Lame sauce. Lame sauce. So, it's early in the morning, and we're on table 3, and I just... so I was like, well, I'm going to try to do this and hold him up and kill everything else. Yeah, like Frost Phoenixes are super easy to kill. And another thing of note, because of drops and the way things went down, the hills block line of sight in this. And so the thing in the middle is basically a hill. So all 3 Frost Phoenixes, I can't see them. So it is what it is. It sucks. So I have my Demonettes in the far left, my Beast of Nurgle, a cannon, my Blood Crushers, and my Plague Drones. And my whole thought to this was that I was basically going to run my Demonettes up, stick my Beast of Nurgle in the center, and then just run around the sides and kill everything else. That was the initial plan, but things always change. So there's his Frost Phoenixes. And he put a dice in front so I would know where that there was a Frost Phoenix there with the guy on top. His Silver Helms, the Eagles, and then a much better picture. Wow, that's holy crap! It's like the other picture needed glasses, and here's the clear version. And then there's the Reavers, and I'm almost certain I either took this picture before. Oh, there's the I didn't read it. They're in the building. They're in the double building right there. So yeah, fun times getting ready to be had. So he gets first turn, and he moves the Silverhelm bus all the way up. And he kind of starts positioning the Frost Phoenixes to come after my Demonettes. I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want anything to do with 3 Frost Phoenixes with Thunder Stomps. So I'm like, all right, well, this is going to be a fast game right off the bat. I was hoping, really, in this matchup, in my opinion, and my opinion means absolutely dick because I'm a noob at this, and this is my second ever tournament. But in my opinion, I need to go first. I need to go first so I can run out there. And my Greater Demons on the other side of the my Demonettes is I was going to basically run up as fast as I could and 6 dice cack and see if I couldn't kill all the Frost Phoenixes, all the freaking, just start wrecking with everything. And if I suck my demon out a hole, so be it. I just basically wouldn't fight anything for the rest of the game. But best laid plans of mice and men. And so he got to go first, and he told me, he said, I play tested against demons last night. I'm like, that's fair. Except for the other guy's a better player than me and has, Heralds of Tzeentch with metal magic who can deal with. Yeah. So he was basically telling me he was just going to shove the block in my face and keep everything away from me. So I was like, whatever. So we go into Magic, and he puts Thorn of Vines up. Side note, did you know that Thorn of Vines was a remains in play spell? Because I didn't. Yeah. Reading is a wonderful thing, and I should learn to do it. I just thought it was an augment spell. I'm like, oh, okay. Augment, Thorn of Vines, whatever, dude. Because his magic phase was like all of 3 dice or something. So he cast Thorn of Vines. I don't dispel it. I can't get it. Whatever. You get it. I don't care, bro. You already have a 2-up ward on the unit anyway. So, yeah. I'm a dumbass. So we go to my turn and ignore some of the dice and stuff because I forgot to take a picture of what my turn looked like for movement, but you can kind of tell what's going on. I get wrapped up in taking pictures and talking and having fun, so I forgot to move my Greater Demon and my Demonettes. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. And so I moved the Beast of Nurgle up, and I'm like, I'm sticking to the game plan. I moved my cannons over. I still can't see his crap, so I start moving everything around. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. It's going to be epic. Woohoo! So we go to Magic and I roll an 8. So I smack all Khorne units and my units. Hip hip hooray. But I really only smack my unit, and I kill one of my guys. Perfect. It's just ugh. So like he needed more help from me killing my stuff. So yeah. So that's what the board again looked like after movement, and after I'm retarded and didn't move my demon. That's my heralds or my greater demon for that matter. Who needs a greater demon in a battle against the world dragon? Not this guy, because that's a crutch. Yeah, no, I'm just ugh. So we go into shooting, and I shoot my cannons at all I can shoot at, which is I shoot at his unit and I do like a wound. So like basically both cannonballs went right through all 5 guys, but between 2 cannons he rolled a 1 one time. So I thought, well, that's pretty good equity, right? I mean, maybe he'll roll lots of 1s. Spoiler, if you can't tell by my demeanor and my voice, he doesn't roll 1s often. So we go to his turn, and there's a picture of this because this is all that really matters for the whole game. This is it for the game, really, because it just is what it is. He basically moves his Frost Phoenixes back when he realizes that he can't charge my Greater Demon, and he doesn't want them to get cacked off the table because he's a smart player. I mean, that's smart. So he charges his Silverhelms into my Beast of Nurgle. And we started early enough that like the TO and some other guys who games hadn't started yet were kind of watching this and kind of going, dude, you're an idiot going at the Beast of Nurgle. And I'm thinking, no, he's not. He's going to wipe the floor with me. It's going to suck. But, yeah, whatever. It is what it is. I was just hoping my Beast of Nurgle would hold. Really, I was hoping it would hold and I could run around everything. And I'd have like 2 beasts left. What I didn't take account is there's a banner, BSB, 3 ranks. I mean, right there, it's a combat as a 5. So I'm always losing combat by 5. So, hey, you just gotta hope, I guess, and pray. So Magic, what spell could take off 20-something demonettes in 1 round? If you answered Dwellers, you would be correct. Woo! So this is where I learned that Thorn of Vines was a remains in play spell. I'm like, oh, you miscast. Perfect. And he goes, yeah. He rolls a dice, and he rolls like a 2, and he's like, okay, I'm good. I go, oh. Don't you have to roll the result? And he goes, no, Thorn of Vines, man. And I'm like, oh, that's a remains in play spell? And he said, yeah, you didn't know that? And I'm like, I do now. Arg. So, whatever. Because my Magic phase was absolutely nothing happened. I mean, I'm not in range of anything with my guy. It's just like a bad game from start to finish on my behalf. It has nothing to do with my opponent or the banner or World Dragon. I kind of played bad, but what are you gonna do? And then you see the eagle that he parked in front of me, which is always fun. So there's no shooting, and we go to combat, and that's right. There's 1 Beast of Nurgle left when all is said and done. So I'm down half of my demonettes, and I'm just like, man, this is just, I can either win or lose this game quickly or not quickly. I have them stuck. The Silverhelms are basically just going to keep running roughshod over everything I have. I'm not going to be able to stop it. And he's a good enough player that he's letting Cacophonic Choir, he'll let that go because he doesn't care. He's going to have faith that he's not going to roll a 1. He's not letting Acquiescence go, period, the end. Like, Cacophonic, cool. I hope I don't roll a 1. But I wasn't getting Acquiescence off on it. So the whole idea of putting that unit, letting it sit there, it just wasn't going to happen. And in a game like this, if my Greater Demon, if I miscast, that's the game. I lose. So, like, I lose. Like, Greater Demon's dead. Okay, you lose. Congratulations. It just... we'll talk about it later. Whatever. So, on my turn, I decide to charge in with my 2 chariots, and I'm like, there's going to be impact hits, killing blow. You know what? If I can kill, like, a couple of dudes, just a couple of guys, like 3 or 4 dudes, I might stick here, and life will be good. And so you see, I move my greater demon around. I'm just trying to get into it with him. I really need to get into it. So my blood crushers come around. I think he fled from my blood crushers. I don't remember. Again, nothing else really matters because now I've decided. This is when I decided in the game. I told him, I said, if I take this unit out, I win. I win. And he was like, yeah, you would definitely beat me. And I said, great. So let me see what happens. Let dice decide it. I mean, there's no strategy in this anymore. I mean, you have a 2-up board save against my army. I mean, what is there a strategy that you need to beat demons at this point? 3 Frost Phoenixes and a bus. You know, it is what it is. Like it really, it is what it is. So I'm like, I'm gonna try to beat you now. I want to win, not lose. And I definitely don't want to run around for 6 turns and 2.5 hours trying to save points. I know that's a way to do it. That's just not my way to do it. I don't. It's not fun. And I play games to have fun, not play games to like slam my head up against a door. So my magic phase goes off, and I kill one of his things for once. What? What? Boop, boop. I don't remember what I rolled, but I killed something, so in your face. And there's his whatever Reavers running away. Run away, Reavers, run away. So there's me casting Cacophonic, and it goes off, and I kill like 2 more guys. So he's always striking last, blurry picture, I'm going to move on, but there's 2 guys gone. Perfect for me. Combat. There's still those 2 guys dead. He must have rolled, I don't know, let's say for the sake of argument, 16 saves. On a 1 in 6 chance you roll a 1, I figured I would get at least 3 wounds, right? That's a little better than average, but I should on average get 3 wounds. 3 dead guys. No, I killed nothing. So I take a bunch of break tests and take wounds on my cannon. My Beast and Nurgle pops, and it's just he reforms and faces the cannons, take away the flanks. I'm just like, oh my god. He didn't kill any of my stuff. I didn't think about taking away his rank bonus. If I could have put something with that negated his rank bonus, I would have been fine. But I didn't. So here you go. So I destroy the eagle, and I don't overrun. I kind of just sit there. I'm like, okay, what's next? Not a lot left. He moves his Frost Phoenixes around so that on his next turn, he can charge into the flanks of everything. And we all kind of know where this battle report's going, so it's just, oh my god. I swear to God, I'm having like flashbacks. I'm having like PTSD over this match right now. Ugh. So, in his magic phase, he regrows 2 guys, because why wouldn't you? So he gets 2 guys back. It sucked, but whatever. So I'm like, oh great, back to where we started. It took me so hard work to get those 2 guys dead, and we're back to full. Ugh. So obviously you're seeing my turn. He just destroys the cannons. He doesn't really kill things, but I'm down 5. I don't do any wounds. I'm on Snake Eyes basically to stay. So that's my own fault, So on my turn, I charge in with my Plague Drones, my Blood Crushers, who were in the front. I didn't realize it, so they failed to charge, and my Greater Demon comes in. I charge into his Eagle, and here's where I make kind of a mistake-ish. His Banner of the World Dragon's on the BSB, and I'm like, if I can just freaking kill the guy. And his Banner of the World Dragon's on the far right of his formation. I'm like, all right, so I'm going to kill this guy. Well, for Austin, in order to get the banners I needed, in the army I didn't take champions on stuff, I just took banners. So I charge in, and he goes, you don't have a champion. I go, no. He goes, I'll issue a challenge with my champion. My Greater Demon has to accept. And I'm like, fine. Eternal Blade, Thunderstorms, 9 attacks. You're going to roll a couple of 1s. I'm going to get some combat res. Maybe not all of it, but I'm going to get enough, right? Right? No, no. I whiff on his champion. And when I say I whiff, I did 15 wounds to his champion. Thunderstomps and attacks, 15. He rolled 15 two or betters. 15 of them. Wasn't even a question. My plague drones do some poison attacks, everything, not a one. Stomps, no ones. In all, he made 21 in this combat alone, 21 two-up saves. So I was like, oh, this is a fun game. And then this happens. I lose my combat res. I lose by 5. I think he did a couple of wounds on a plague drone, maybe. So my demon pops, my plague drone drop, and hands, and yeah, that's how the game ends. So my final thoughts of the game: don't play. If I just don't play against high elves, things will be all right. And I need to learn to just take the draw, or just sit at the back of the table and just. And I know that's the way to win. Like I know, like if you're watching and going, dude, you're an idiot. Why would you do that? I don't travel 2-3 hours of a drive to a city, pay for a hotel, dinner, drinks, have a good time, whatever, and sit there and not play Warhammer. That's not playing Warhammer to me. It's just not. And Death Stars, that was my second in a row. I did the Gut Star, and then I did the High Elf, World Banner, everything's in it. It's not fun to me. It's not fun. You're playing point denial. I get it. That's the way you want to play and win. I get it. I'm not knocking the person. I knock the list. Like I would never bad game vote a person for running that list. Like that's what you want to do. Cool. And I know there's ways to beat it. It's just not what I would like to spend my time. There's things in life I'd rather do than do that. Like playing this game is like to me is like watching paint dry on a wall. And after the game, he's a good dude. I'm from Michigan. He's from Ohio. He wears Ohio State shirts. I met him at Lone Wolf, and he had an Ohio State shirt on. I had a Michigan shirt on. We start giving each other shit right off the bat. And then I find out I play Demons, and he plays this filthy. And if you're watching this, I'm on you, Radigan. On you. No, but seriously, he's a great guy. And he was like, he's like, oh man, I was rolling really well. He did, and he rolled amazing. And I didn't roll bad. I played bad too. And he's a great player. And he won the whole tournament with this list. Great guy, great player. This isn't my thing. And I told him after the game, I was like, every time somebody with high elves unpacks and I have my demons, because I play Slanesh and I don't play Tzeentch and I don't run metal, and you kind of almost have to now. I was like, I look at this game and I told him, I was like, I don't even want to play it. Like, it's so boring. And he was like, man, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm like, and I told him basically what I just ranted on about now, that it's a 2,500 point tournament. 1,500 points is in one unit. It's all the eggs in one basket. I mean, and against my army, you have a 2-up save against the whole thing in that 1,500 points. So yeah, it's not fun for me. It's not fun, but it is what it is. So at this point in the tournament, I am now 3-1. So I was like, well, maybe my last game will be fun. And I was like, well, and crap, I picked up a point. I didn't even put the scenario on here because I don't even remember what it was. I have no idea what the scenario was. I just knew that it was bad for me. I think I had to get like a unit on the other side of the table, and he was like, dude, I would have conceded letting you have the Demonettes run up the side of the table. I'm not that big of a dick. And I'm like, well, dude, it's not a big deal. He basically 20-0'd me. And so, yeah. So thanks for listening to my rant on High Elves and how much I hate them. I really am not a bad guy most of the time. And yeah, so... But thanks for watching, guys. And I'll have Game 5 up shortly.